Welcome back to Fox Explainer. Today I am going to show you a horror thriller movie from 2011 called 247 Degrees Fahrenheit. Spoilers ahead. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Watch out and take care. The movie starts with a couple talking about a wedding reception they went to while they are in a car. Jenna tries to get her partner to go with her to look at a bed she wants to buy for their house. The same car crashed a short time later, and the man is now unconscious. Jenna yells his name to try to wake him up, but it's too late. 3 years later, Jenna is standing by the sea and taking pictures with her camera while listening to music. Renee, one of her friends, calls to tell her it's time to go. Jenna says she's sorry because she wasn't able to hear her at first because she had headphones on. Renee asks her if she took any good pictures, and Jenna shows him one. Renee says that Jenna has a lot of talent. Ian and Michael are the two men who are waiting for the girls. Soon, they caught up with them, and Renee introduced Jenna to Ian. Ian says they will take the boat because it will take them about an hour to drive around the lake. 4 people get on the boat and drive it to where they want to go. When they get to the docks, Renee asks where their bags are. Ian says that his uncle picked them up and that their belongings are already in the house where they will stay. Ian also says that they are here because his uncle owns the property and has kept a house for them. Wade, a tall man who seems to be Ian's uncle, greets them. He gives them a warm welcome and makes 5 shots, 1 for each person. Jenna doesn't want to take her shot, so she asks Wade where he put their stuff. Jenna goes into her house and goes straight to her case. She pulls out a small bottle with pills and plans to take one of them. She feels bad about it, though, and puts the pills back in the bottle. When she gets back to the living room, Ian tells her that Jenna will sleep in one room and Michael and Renee will sleep in the other. Ian will sit on the couch himself. Michael and Renee go to their room to talk things out, and Ian offers Jenna a beer. He tells her he's going to make dinner, and Jenna says she'll help. Wade has joined the group by the time dinner is ready, so the 5 of them meet together. Ian opens his heart and says that he studied physics in college, but that what he really loves to do is write. Michael says that if he becomes a writer, he will be poor for the rest of his life. Wade says he's invited Ian to stay with him and work with him. He will get paid and feel like he is on vacation. Ian says he doesn't want to be rude to his uncle, but he thinks he was made for something bigger than that. Wade also says that it's important to make people happy. After dinner, Jenna goes outside and plays with Wade's dog while walking under the night sky. Renee comes close to her to see how she is doing and asks if she is having fun. Wade leaves the house and says goodbye to the girls. He tells them to bring their invitations to the party tonight, or else they won't be let in. Wade leaves and the girls go back into the house. The boys suggest they spend some time in the sauna to try it out. Ian gets in first, and Michael comes right after him. Renee asks Jenna if she's going to be all right, and Jenna says yes. A short shot shows an electronic device installed right outside the sauna. The device is lit up by a blue light and has a number of electronic signs. But in an instant, that blue light went out and the device seemed to be broken or turned off. Jenna checks her necklace, which is just a chain holding a ring. When Renee walks into the sauna, the boys are impressed. Jenna walks into the hallway right outside the sauna's main room. She's got a towel wrapped around her body. Inside the sauna, Ian says he's going to get Jenna and opens the door to the hall. Jenna is right there, so Ian tells her to come inside. Jenna walks into the sauna, but she leaves the door a little bit open. Michael stands up and locks the door all the way. Jenna sits down and says that she should have brought more water. She stands up to go get more water, but the others tell her to sit down because they don't need any more. They spend some time in the sauna, but as the temperature rises, they start to feel uncomfortable and don't enjoy it as much. Ian says they can cool off by going for a swim in the lake. The others agree, so they get out of the sauna and jump into the lake. Ian says they could go back into the sauna because that's the fastest way to warm up. The group goes back into the sauna, and the movie fades to black, showing Wade driving his pickup truck and picking up a shovel. When they got back to their house, the 4 friends got out of the sauna and jumped back into the lake. When they get back inside the house, Ian says they can go to the sauna one last time. The girls will go first while Ian and Michael take a few shots. Michael drinks more than he should, and before they go into the sauna, he tells Renee that they should give Ian and Jenna some space and go have fun in their room. Renee is mad at Michael and tells him she is sick of taking care of him and won't go anywhere with him. Renee gets into the sauna, and Michael says he will go to the bathroom and then come back. In the sauna, Renee says that Michael has changed. It was fun at first, but she can't keep being his babysitter. They hear sounds coming from outside and think Michael got himself in trouble because he is drunk. Ian says he'll get him, but the door won't open. No matter what they try, the door will not open. Jenna starts having a panic attack and tells Ian to open the door. Rena asks Jenna if she took her pill today. Jenna says no, because she is trying not to depend on it too much. Jenna calms down in the end, and the three of them try to figure out what happened. Rena thinks Michael is playing a joke on them, so she puts everything on Michael and yells his name. Jenna wants Wade to come back and help them, but Ian says that he won't. Wade thinks they are at the party, so he has no reason to come back tonight. Ian looks out the small round window and says that something is blocking the door outside. Jenna looks at some temperature gauges on the wall and tells Ian to check them out. There is a thermostat behind the lights. Ian explains how the thermostat works, but the temperature controls are on the outside of the room. He can't do much, and he's afraid to mess with the thermostat because if something goes wrong, it could make the room even hotter. Rena tries to break the window with a wooden ladle but doesn't succeed. Ian uses the same ladle to get a rock from the steam-making complex. He puts the hot rock in a bucket of water to cool it down, and then he tries to break the window with it. He succeeds in the end, and they can breathe fresh air from the hall. The movie also shows that an object is blocking the door from opening. Ian says that it looks like a ladder has been pushed up against the door. He uses the rock and the piece of fabric to make a hook and tries to get to the ladder, hoping that he can move it that way. But he doesn't manage to do it. Ian sits down again and says that the temperature will slowly catch up, and the thermostat will make the heat reach the levels that were set. Rena loses it and says that they could just break the thermostat. Ian tells her that that would be a bad idea because the heat could go through the roof and fry them. Rena says that she wants to live. Jenna says that they all want to live, but Rena says that she can go back to her life, while Jenna can't. Ian looks at the lights in the sauna and thinks of a new plan. He says he can try to burn the circuit by blowing the fuse. If that works, the heater will not work either. He takes the ladle out of the light bulb. He wraps a piece of fabric around the bottom of the box. He puts water on that corner and then puts it on the circuit. The lights go out in the room, and he gets shocked by electricity and falls to the floor. He says it didn't work. As the movie had hinted, we now get to see that Wade is not a bad person. He and one of his friends are setting off fireworks on a hill. Jenna tells Rena that she has a life outside of the sauna when they get back there. Rena tells her that what she said wasn't true. They have been best friends forever and she really tried to help her when she lost her partner in that car accident 3 years ago. But every time she invited her someplace, Jenna would refuse to go with her. Wade's dog comes near the house, and the three of them start shouting. The dog barks like crazy and moves around the house. Michael hears it and walks near the house, but the fireworks explode right at that time, hence, making Michael unable to listen to his friends screaming his name. The dog runs back to Wade and jumps on the truck. Wade drives by the house and the dog jumps down. Wade meets with Michael, who tells Wade that his friends let him knocked out on the couch and went to the party without him. Wade invites him over at his place and says they will find something to do. They get on the truck together and drive away. Inside the sauna, things are getting worse. Rena wants to break the thermostat and Jenna tries to stop her. On her attempt, she accidentally hits Rena on the head. She blames Ian for this because he made the thermostat seem like the most important thing in the world. Eventually, Jenna breaks the thermostat by herself. That makes the boiler under the hot stones get hotter. Ian slowly loses his mind and laughs hysterically while all hope is lost. He attacks the boiler, and it blows up on him, killing him. A pipe has broken and is leaking some kind of gas. Jenna ties some towels together to use them as a support for Rena so she can stay standing and breathing near the window. Then, she uses a piece of wood to stop the pipe. Michael gets home, but he falls asleep on the couch. A short scene shows that Michael is actually the one who made this mess by leaning the ladder against the sauna door. The girls are only found when Wade goes to the house. He calls the police and reports what happened. Michael cries to himself that he had no idea and says he is sorry for Ian. The movie comes to a close inside of an ambulance. Renee regains consciousness and looks right next to her, where she finds Jenna. She immediately grabs Jenna's hand and continues to hold onto it. That's all for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more and hit the like button to help me out, and also leave a comment if you want me to explain your favorite film. Until next time, take care.